Wood Dispatch of 1854. Okay, so even though this has already began, the English education has already been began in India, the real change in Indian education system happened to when the teaching of English in systematic way started from the promulgation of Wood's Dispatch of 1854, which is also known as the Magna Carta of English education in India. So please remember, it is a question that has also been asked, that which of the following movement is known as the Magna Carta of English education in India? The answer is Wood's Dispatch of 1854. It is very important for you all to remember or memorize the years as well. Okay, so the English education is to be the medium of instruction in the higher branches, and the vernacular language, that is your regional language, that has to be the language in the lower English, in the lower section of society. So English is taught where there is a demand for it, but it is not substituted for vernacular languages of the country. Okay, so if there is a demand, you will take English as a language, but it is not like that English will become so important that it will replace all the vernacular language that are available in India. So that was not the case of Wood Dispatch. Now the system of grant in aids is to be based on the principle of perfect religious neutrality. Okay, so the people who need aids should be given the grant aid. Okay, so what was the recommendation of Charles Wood in the letter? So basically it was said that in English education will increase moral character in India's mind and thus supply the civil servants who can be trusted upon. Okay, so English education will help the Indians to be the part of the government. An education department was to set up in every province. Okay, so in every district there should be an education department. The education kind of model should be based upon the London University. Okay, at least one government school be opened in every district. Affiliated private colleges or schools should be given the grant and aid. That means they should be given the financial support by the government. Okay, provincial was made for a systematic method of education from primary level of the university level. The government should always support education for women. Okay, for women there should always given the education support, and the medium of instruction should be the vernacular language. Okay, this is should and not the at the primary level should be vernacular language, because children are new to English. So that is why they not basically create some interest among the students to learn English. That is why it has to be done in the vernacular language. Okay, and then in the higher level English can be included as a medium of instruction. Okay, so now in 1857 the three universities were set up. Okay, that is the Bombay University, Calcutta University and Madras University, and these university was set up for the higher education of the Indian natives. And by the end of the 19th century, two more universities were established, that in Punjab and Allahabad. Okay, and the foundation of this university marked a new era in the history of Indian education, as these universities too were based on the English model, and this resulted into the spread of schools and colleges, which ultimately resulted in the increase of more number of Indians who want to learn in English language. Okay, so please remember, Wood Dispatch is known as Magna Carta. It was Charles Wood who was the president of this board, and the main objective of the Wood Dispatch was to impart Western knowledge and information to the Indians.